Man, oh man, what is going on here? That is crazy. I can't believe how many fires there are. Oh. Okay, well, it's not loading on the phone or the computer, but they've got an evacuation alert, and that side there is one of our favorite camping locations, and this side is 3 Mile, where we were just at a few weeks ago, and they're on alert right now. Man, that sucks, because if that fire gets any worse, it could take out that entire campsite, and they will permanently close that campsite until that entire area is regrown, and that could take 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know. I've never really known to see or witness or heard of what happens after a wreck site is completely devastated by a wildfire, and what happens or how long it takes, because it's not like trees just grow overnight. They take 20, 30 years to grow as tall as they are now, where they are located right this second. So hopefully this wildfire is under control, or it stops or slows down, but that is just scary. That is our favorite lake to go camp at. It's close by, it's nice and warm, it's secluded, there's no cell service, so it's like an amazing place to go camp. We've just been hanging out and playing video games, hiding out in the air conditioner. We were gonna go out there, but I'm looking at this and going, yeah, that's probably not a good idea going out there. But today we're out in the van, and we've got a few things I want to install. I've got these USB ports, and I like to put them in my van. So what I was thinking is I was gonna put one here. I think I might just remove this rubber piece. It's not like they're gonna be any use but getting in the way. But that allows me to connect a fan that I can power to push air around the van when it's too hot. So I found the other one. The plate's just over there, but I was thinking of mounting it over here somewhere like this. My son said I should mount it here, but I was thinking of just mounting it here, because then it's just easy straight over for the wire and down and to the fuse box, which is down over here. So it'll be a nice short run cable. And that way I can plug in a fan in this area of the van, and then I can plug in a fan in that area of the fan, because I've got 2 fans with USB plugins, and I've got one that's battery powered that can be recharged, or I can run it out the charger. I think it's a USB-C plug-in on that other phone, so I can have 2 fans over in one corner if I wanted to. Not that I really needed to, because I got the fan that goes up and out of the fan, and I don't think I'll be spending a lot of time in this van when it's 35 and up. I think in that kind of situation, I will be hightailing it up to the mountains and enjoying some beautiful fishing, or camping out in the wilderness where it's a little bit cooler, especially at night, because then when I go back into the van, it's nice and cool. I'm not going to be spending any time in the van when it's 20 plus degrees in town, because that'll just be too hot, too crazy. I probably wouldn't be able to sleep unless I'm up in the mountains where it's a little bit cooler. But yeah, we're gonna pull this bed apart, we're gonna pull the plywood out, get a look at the batteries. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get some wire, get some crimping, get these wires done in, get some holes drilled, and we'll put these wires in. We'll see how it turns out. So I just realized that these glow blue when they're plugged in. So I'm not putting these on switches. So I'm gonna take them apart and see if we can disable the LED inside. It's a risk I'm willing to take to make a little bit of comfort, because that's why I put all of these on switches, so I can turn off all of the lights, so I don't have to see or hear or witness this massive glow of blue light coming from this box, which is a downside to this kind of thing. So I'm going to take this apart and see if we can disable that light. Okay, so I've gotten it taken apart. It's just a pretty basic little unit. It's kind of cute, but couldn't figure out how it was being lit just by looking at the top. So I plugged it in, and these two little guys right here and here lit up. So I'm wondering if I can just clip those off somehow. So I'm going to take these tweezers and just see if I can chop them off. Ah, that's not good. I have no idea if that's going to work. Let's see if it works. There we go. Black to black, red to red. Now, let's make sure this thing still works. Plug a USB fan in. Let's pop that this way for now. Black to black, red to red, and it still kicks on. Alright, so this one is successfully done, so we're going to put it back together and then we'll move on to that one. Probably about there. Scratch with my thumb. Perfect. Okay, now I got a proper size screwdriver. Quick work of this. And that's what she looks like fully installed. You guys went for a tumble. Alright. That's what she looks like fully installed. Just gonna run a wire down here, tuck it along this board, plug it in the fuse block there, and that's done. We'll move on to the next one. So, let's size up a piece of wire and fit it. So I went with 14 gauge copper clad. Should help reduce the voltage loss. There shouldn't be too much of an issue, but should handle plenty of power through this USB ports. I don't think I could have went with 16 gauge, but I went with 14 instead, just to give it a little extra voltage, give it a little less chance to have a lot of voltage loss, so it'll power all my devices no problem from this one spot, and keep my fan at proper voltage to keep it running when it's during hot season. So we got my crimpers here, so we just got to slide this black one into the black. Okay, that's done. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this around this wire. Okay, just connecting the negative wire here. So this should be the fan. Yeah. Alright, this is just a test. Plug in the USB fan. pull out a fuse, and then I'll pop that fuse in there, and that is done. Okay, we got one USB plugged in. We're gonna plug in the next one over there. Alright, so those red light means there's no fuses, so I'm going to pop a couple fuses in there and we'll get a final look at what we just installed. So far so good. I don't foresee any difficulties with any of these USB ports. They seem to be pretty good quality, so we'll try it out. Let's throw a fuse in it. Alright, so I pulled out my fuse bin. It's pretty buried. Pulled out two 5 amp fuses. Not sure why they're different color than those ones. Those ones are purple, which is kind of weird. Oh well. Let's pop these bad boys in there. And this is the whole reason I wanted these here. It's just to have somewhere to plug in a fan. But it works. It's not a high powered fan, but that's okay. It's just enough to cool off my face when it's hot out. Whew. And that's it, folks. That's it for today. That's all I got. It's working great so far. We'll see after I get back into the van how I enjoy these. I don't have any spare cables that go into the USB-C port, that's okay. I'll get a couple more eventually, and then I'll be able to use those ports. I'm gonna put this all back together so that I can enjoy my bed, because I don't think I have anything extra that I want to install in the van. I've got tons of USB ports. I think I've got 21, 22, 23 USB ports and 2 USB-C ports. And recently I picked up a 12 volt with an extra few ports so that we're not using the 120 volt to charge phones. So that's strictly for 120 volt things, and this can be used to charge other phones, including iPhones. So that's a bonus. This will be great for next year when we get it all set up for camping, because this pretty much runs on solar the whole time we're camping. All our phones get charged off this, which is great, especially when this thing's parked in the shade and not getting enough power. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. I was just installing a couple USB ports, blah blah blah. The fire in Sugar Lake is absolutely insane. I just saw some pictures. Crazy. I can't believe we lost access to our lake. Hopefully the firefighters do a good job. Hopefully those helicopters are putting that fire out. Crossing our fingers. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.